At the end of the day, Mr. Odou, I can promise you this: I don't expect you to try two cases at the same time.
We appreciate that, Your Honor.
You can put that in the order. Okay, next up, page 2 of the calendar, and that's Nathan Vincelette versus Affinity Lifestyles. Let's go ahead and set forth our appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jacob Smith for the plaintiff, Nathan Vincelette.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joel Odou on behalf of the Real Water entities.
Good morning, Your Honor. Elizabeth Lowell on behalf of Milwaukee Instruments.
Okay, and once again, good morning. I'm seeing here we have a status check regarding issuing a Rule 16 scheduling order and setting trial. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, Judge. Jake Smith for the plaintiff. When we were last here, we were pending a case management order approval by Judge Kishner, which I think was going to then kick off the approval of other case management orders. And so Mr. Odou, Ms. Lowell, and myself have been in conversations via email about a case management order now, picking a trial date, and that's what needs to happen. We do have another party that has recently been added. That's Hannah Instruments. They've been served and they answered. I actually sent them a courtesy email letting them know of this hearing with the Blue Jeans information, but I didn't see that anyone had logged in for them today. So they just barely were added to the case last week when they answered.
Okay. Does anyone else want to add anything?
Your Honor, Joel Odou for Real Water. That is correct. What we would like to get from the court today is a trial date, so this case fits among the other 4 cases set for trial, and then Judge Alf is going to set another 4 cases tomorrow. So we want to strike while the iron is hot and set this case for trial in a manner that would fit with the other cases that have been set. And we do have an agreed upon case management order. Once the court sets the case for trial, then we can backfill the dates in the case management order pursuant to a trial order from this court.
All right. Have you thought about a date for this one?
We have, Your Honor. The concern, well, I think it depends on when the court is setting trials in 2024. We have the Gallagher case with this court set this July, but then we have cases set with Judge Kishner on January, April, June, and September of 2024. I think plaintiffs were looking at, if this court has a July 2024 setting, the only concern I would have with that is it's a bit close to the June 17 King setting with Judge Kishner. The other choice I would propose is if the court has a setting in November of 2024. I don't know what if the court's setting them out that far. I understand that we may not have you, Your Honor, as the judge. It may be somebody else.
I understand. All right. Anyone else want to comment as far as trial dates are concerned?
Judge, this is Jake Smith with the plaintiff. Yeah, we would certainly prefer the July 2024 date, but I understand if that doesn't work because there's a lot of these trials to fit in. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering if this is potentially feasible, because typically most of these cases, after the first 1, 2, or 3 trials, they tend to settle depending on the outcome, right? And does this make sense? Because I think November of next year is problematic just because of the holidays. We can set it for, say, July. If there's a problem, I'll work with you from an availability perspective.
Joel Odou for Real Water. That would be fine with us, Your Honor. Like I said, the concern would just be we can't be in 2 places. And so if we're not done in Judge Kishner's court, her trial starts June 17, 2024. Then this case would have to get bumped, and Judge Alf is going to set 4 cases tomorrow, and I don't know where those cases are going to be set. So it's kind of like, we gotta strike while the iron's hot and pick a trial date we hope is going to work, because Judge Alf is going to fill in a lot of other dates tomorrow.
How's August or September of next year?
September is the Henry case before Judge Kishner. I'm sorry.
Right.
My thought, Judge Jake Smith for the plaintiff. Why don't we set it for the July date? It'll be a stack, so we'll be able to move towards the end of the stack if we need to accommodate, spillover from the King trial in June. And again, if we're coming up on that and it's looking like that's not going to be feasible, we can certainly revisit it then. I don't want to get pushed too far out and then have several of these other trials get stuck in between us.
Okay, I get it. This is what we'll do. We'll do two things. I'll give you a trial date today, and you can work back from that. Whatever you agree upon from a scheduling perspective, I have no problem with. How about this? We'll go ahead and set the calendar call for July 18th, 2024, and a trial starts July 29th of 2024. That calendar call is at 10:30 a.m. and the trial date is 9:30 a.m. And what I want to do, and this is probably more important than anything, because I understand the dilemma, let's set this for maybe a trial readiness, say in April of next year, mid-April. How does that sound? Because you can tell me where you're at specifically there, and we can adjust it. I'll adjust the calendar this week.
That sounds great, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Are we just going to have the one trial readiness, or like Judge Kishner said, a lot of status checks? I don't know what the court preference is.
I was thinking, we could have the trial readiness at a point that would be potentially 90 days before trial. And if you're saying, look, Judge, we've tried 3 of these, there's no way because of the scheduling, then I can tweak it. But I'd like to do it well enough in advance before trial, before you start preparing and start worrying about it. At the end of the day, Mr. Odou, I can promise you this, I don't expect you to try 2 cases at the same time.
We appreciate that, Your Honor.
You can put that in the order. I have no problem with that. I don't. And we'll go with that July date. And as far as mid-April, what do we have for a status check?
The date will be April 17th at 9 a.m.
So, and can somebody use this for a scheduling order and also put that trial readiness of April 17th, 2024? Wow, we're talking about 2024. And at 9 o'clock, that's the trial readiness. And I will go over the dates one more time for that July stack. And it's my understanding the pretrial calendar call will be July 18th of 2024 at 10:30 a.m. And the stack starts on July 29th, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. And you can put that in you can use those days to work back from a discovery perspective. I'm hoping by then all these matters will be settled. If not, I'll work with you. Well, maybe we'll kick it to October. I'm not sure, but we'll find some way to accommodate you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. We will use those dates and fill in the case management order and circulate it and then provide it to the court on all counsel's agreement.
All right. Okay, and everyone enjoy your day.
Thank you. You too, Your Honor.